and they're going to playing Suits. Looks like he's going to go for his penal build. He's going for another engineer. Everyone's selecting a commander straight away. Nagano probably should pick. Nagano's going to shock rifle frontline. I'm surprised he's not picked the commander with the IS-2 and also the radio intercept. I can't remember the name of the commander off the top of my head, but that would have been a nice pick. Just to have that intel on their opponents. But here we go. There goes tier 1 being constructed. Second unit is infantry sections. What's going on in the Axis base, Greyshot?
On the inside the Axis base, we have Brosras deploying a Volk squad with a Sturm squad as the OKW. Meanwhile, Artavick is going with the trusty Pioneer MG Grenadier combo as the Wehrmacht.
That's just a standard meta build here so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah. Okay, right. So field point on the right-hand side is getting capped up. So is the one on the left.
Yeah, the Brits again placing down cover. Volk squad's actually just moving on in on the edges, just keeping on the push.
Yeah, so he's going to try and maybe get the Pioneer over here to push and grab the field point of the MG. Oh, wait, where's the MG going? No, he's going to the right-hand side here. Being a bit ballsy here. Pushing with the MG first is always quite risky because you can't see. If you're running into a squad here, conscript squad might come around here and surprise this machine gun. So now he's been spotted. He's going to set up, but that engineer's going to easily just get around the side here and flank that machine gun. But the Pioneers are there to assist.
Oh, okay. At the bare minimum, he just lured in the engineers so that way the Pioneers can do a lot more damage.
Ooh, Sturms are not in a good spot. Not a good engagement for those Sturms. Triple infantry there, papping away at them, trying to flank round. But that MG is going to get flanked again by that engineer squad. No, it's not going to get the suppression off. And the Penal's also going to deny the cap of the field point. So good use of these combat engineers harassing this MG so the MG can't assist.
Grenadiers coming in to assist on the left. That British infantry is staying firmly in that heavy cover, pushing back a Volk squad and that Sturm from earlier. Oh no, Sturm actually going around the place. Quick mine. Maybe stop the British from taking the point.
Mine. He decided to cancel it because he knows the infantry sections are coming. He's going to have to retreat there. M3 is pulling back the base because the engineer is going to get a flamethrower upgrade. I imagine that's why he's bringing it back. We have a Bren gun carrier out as well from Isildur. And although there is going to be a VP cap for the Axis for the time being.
Yes, but right now the Allies are pushing right on their fuel. That's going to be really negative if they're trying to get that early armor.
Not worth it here. I don't think he's going to even be able to get the decap here. He's going to try for the decap. Going to get the Volks in there as well to stop the cap from happening. So, and this is a good engagement for the Axis generally. And here comes the... Oh, he's upgraded it. Nope. And the flames coming in. Good teamwork here from Nicko and Isildur to make sure that they force back the Axis and grab control of the fuel point over here. And these Volks can't counter the M3 at the start of the game because they do not have Panzerfausts.
No, they do not. They're just pushing on in, burning them as they retreat. Again, can't go into the base because you have to risk that OKW defense flak emplacement, which could tear up that scout car. But still, they did a lot of damage and allowed the British to capture the fuel.
Yep, but however, on the right-hand side, Artavick's done well to grab the fuel back on his side.
Again, good counterattack by Artavick. Grenadiers, he kept pushing, and unfortunately the engineers and penals quickly tore him apart on the open road.
Yeah, wasn't expecting the penal squad to be there. Here comes the... Oh, he's going to try and see if he can get the M3 to chase down maybe some... Here. No telemine on the retreat path, so this Grenadier... He's got a dangerous retreat path, but here comes another Grenadier to try and intercept the retreat path here to try and save it. The M3 from Nagano sees it, so he backs away.
Still burning up the Pioneer squad and going right toward that MG.
MG needs to be careful, and also there's a two-man Gren squad. Dangerous retreat for this. He's going to try and get the Faust in here, but the penal squad's going to focus it down, so he's going to be... This is very dangerous here, and now the M3 is going to give chase. Might see a wipe here.
Yes, he does.
Get the wipe. A little bit overextended here is Artavick. This M3 being used for maximum.
Very good micro. Very good. MG just one model. Grenadier squad's going to have to stay there to make sure that scout car doesn't give chase, but then there's nothing guarding him.
Yep. Also good use of this brain gun carrier covering the flank angle of that Vickers. Here comes another Volk squad coming in from the side here. It does have battle group headquarters up, so these Volks now have access to Faust.
Universal carrier though activating still has suppression active, which stops him in his tracks. Again, even being pushed back out of their green cover, that hay is still providing some good coverage. And with Universal Carrier right there, the Germans are just having a rough time pushing in on him. Allies retaking the right, retaking the middle, and left VP going to the Germans. Brosras quickly trying to take that.
No rocketing yet. I think he's going to go just straight for a flat half track. Do we see some tech in the base? Yeah, AC is in production for Isildur. And also we have a flamethrower M3 going to come again onto the retreat path of this Volk squad. This is the second time this has happened here. And he might pick this squad up because it's all kind of bunched up. It's sort of quite low as well. Yep, this Volk squad's probably going to go there. There's nothing to stop him picking this squad up and retreat. There's another Volk squad there. Will he get the kill? No, he's going to get away with the skin of his teeth.
No, second squad coming in. He's going to intercept that one.
Yeah, but that squad should be fine because that Volk squad there is chasing. Oh, a bit lucky there.
Still, he's going to need to get those medics
I'm
out.
not sure what that Grenadier's doing. Rolling around. I think he's on fire, but there's no fire.
He thinks he's on fire. I mean, it was close. It was very close. Grenadiers, MG, and trying to dislodge those penal troops in mid.
Yeah, good MG positioning. Flak Object's going to set up here. It's going to be in range to try and smash the MG here if he wants to. Faust, but the M3 can just easily back away. And here comes the AC.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
He has no coverage on the half track. AEC could just walk right up.
Yeah. Volk squad retreated, so there's no Faust available now, so that AC could potentially give chase. But Flak Half Track can do a decent amount of damage to the Flak Half Track if given a chance to.
Artavick repositioning his MG. Grenadiers capturing mid. Actually, it looks
like we're out.
my apologies, I didn't even see this. They decapped the position on the right, so all the fuel and resources they were getting, at least the Grenadiers temporarily just stopped that. Up. Kenwerfer coming on in.
Yep, Kenwerfer in a good spot. Popping smoke to avoid the second shot.
Attack round? No? Okay.
Here comes again the M3, going to try and come around and try and chase away this this Grenadier. He's going to get himself Fausted here, but I don't think he can finish the MG off.
No,
the M3 off. He's going to just retreat immediately.
He didn't have the munitions to do it, so right now that scout car is just going to give chase, and with the flamethrower, there's nothing
very
stopping
ballsy
him.
with the M3. There could be a Telemine or something here, but Artavick hasn't put one down. Here comes one of the Grenadiers to try and help the retreat path of these squads. So it's going to be able to fend off that for the moment. Fuel point on the left-hand side is going to turn back in favour of the Axis because the Flak Object is going to be able to push back any infantry there.
Even with the Grenadiers and the MG with armor piercing guns, that M3 is just teasing those Grenadiers. Even the Panzer Grenadiers just constantly harassing them. Very good work by Nagano.
Kenworth in range. Oh, he gets the M3 with a nice max range shot there. Nice pick there. And I think
both German players just high-five through their monitors right now. Just pointing that out there. All right, actually, speaking of which...
Finds an angle onto the Flak half track, but Kenworth fires, misses. Faust going to connect it. No Faust there, I'm afraid. AC, Flak half track is going to come around the side here. Kenworth is in position, gets a shot in, one more shot needed. T-70 out now, chasing the other Panzer Grenadier in the middle. But T-70 misses, hits the bunch of boxes. So it's in its way.
No, Universal Carrier trying to push back the Volks.
Universal Carrier is very close. He could have even been Fausted there.
Oh, missed with Kenwerfer.
Get Fausted and missed with Kenwerfer, so wouldn't have killed it even if he had managed to get Fausted. Does Fausted manage to land on the 70, bring it down to half health. Flak truck's getting repaired. And AC needs to limp back to base and get repaired as well. Mortar bunker now up as well. That's going to cover both the... Right. Another Faust going to connect in against this T-70.
Very low, but should be able to get back.
Yeah, I think it's just a waste of munitions, really, for these Grenadiers and Artavick. He's only got 20, 30 munitions in the bank at the moment, so he's kind of wasting his resources here.
Yeah, he's doing a lot with the munitions, but they're not really coming to fruition with some big plays. No units, except for the scout car. I'll give him the scout car, but everything, but that T-70 specifically.
Okay. How are we doing here? Flak Object's going to try and make a move again.
Rifle grenade
Nicko squad-
attempting to get a good kid on the British, but really no damage done.
Lots of mines being planted by Brosras as well over here. Nice, he's making sure that, his retreat paths cover in case he gets chased back. AEC is almost repaired. Penal's in a bit of bother on the right. 3-man squad.
Yeah, again, Artavick going up to tier 3, getting that building made.
Satchel. Easy dodge though. And the VP on the left is firmly in the hands of the Axis for the time being. Mortar denying the cap in the middle.
So right now the Allies won't be averaging too many points from stopping that capture. But still. Oh, T-70 and Panzer Grenadiers being pushed back. T-70 opening fire on the Grenadiers, pushing them back. Now it looks like we have Nagano placing mines in the castle region.
Yeah, I'm very surprised I've not seen Artavick try and lay a teller down. That T-70 has been moving around that. Well, baiting him into a teller mine will give them a big lead for sure in this game. I think the game right now is kind of like even Stevens, I think. We have seen one key loss, which was a Grenadier earlier in the match, and the M3, but it's kind of evened out a bit at the moment, I think. Big push here from the British player on the left as well. And in the middle.
Yeah, coming in with shock troops and a T-70 along mid. Oh wait, shock troops find another target, the Grenadiers.
MG's going to set up though. And gets there's a lot of smoke down so he doesn't get suppressed there. Nice use of smoke. So this MG's in a bit of bother.
He's going to retreat it as well. Oh shoot.
Volks having to get pushed back. AC's going to try and dive against the flak half-track here. It loves smoke. Rakenwolf not using attack ground. He's going to reverse right into a mine. Nice mine positioning here. That AC is going to die here. Volk squad just needs to connect, or the Rakenwolf just needs to turn around. Schwer is going up.
Half-track's moving on in to stop that infantry as well. Come on. Connect.
Rakenwolf needs to fire. One shot needed, and then a Faust. And then that is one dead AEC. T-70 tries to come around and flank. Using attack ground here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The ASC is probably going to see this and turn around. Rakenwolf is going to turn around. No, Rakenwolf gets decrewed.
Oh, Volk squad's taking it.
Oh, but the T-70 is going to hit the mine, and the Rakenwolf is in a great spot. See, lads, what I talk about mines winning games. Both the ASC and the T-70 has hit a mine here, and that has resulted in the death of both units. Really nice little win there for the Axis when it looking a little bit. Oh, and also the Sappers might go down to the Schwer because it's just activated. Will they get out of range in time?
No!
Oh, they don't! Oh, just
getting executed along the border. So even though map control, the Allies have it, because of so many losses, we can see the Germans quickly come back, especially.
Yeah, and now there's a Panzer IV out, and it's going to be uncontested. There's no... Well, the British player has an anti-tank gun, but that's it. And the AT gun's all the way on the left-hand side, so this Panzer IV can go to town on the...
Yeah, Nagano has no AT. Not even Penal's upgraded. Panzer IV can just sit back, relax, and as long as he has minesweepers, that's the biggest threat he faces in the castle region.
Yep. Oh, and we do see a couple of allied mines. One's been spotted here in the middle, but I don't think Artavick has seen it. Maybe we should use the Panzer IV to attack it. Oh, look, all the mines, dude. These sweeper squad on the right has spotted 4 mines. Well, no, 5. 1,
Six.
2, 3, 4, 5 mines have been spotted here. Really nice find here. That's a lot of munitions from Nagano. And he's also, he's used the Panzer IV to destroy that mine there. So all these mines, so that's what?
150?
125. Yeah, 120. No, there's another one there as well. 6 mines.
Oh, right, 6% less. You're right.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, so yeah, around about 100, 120, something like that. 100. Dude. Nice find here with sweeping all those mines there. Maybe a little bit too much invested in mines. That's 3 of them that have been swept. No, sorry, 1's been swept and 3 have been detonated, and only 2 remain. So nice little find there to get rid of all those munitions.
Still, if he did come in with that minesweeper, it would have been a completely different story. So also make sure you have your minesweepers.
Ooh. Panzer IV getting some nice shots in here, but the anti-tank gets a shot in against the Panzer IV. Panzer IV's low, has to pull back and repair. MG on the right gets flanked by the shock squad, so that has to pull back.
Tries to attack ground, fails in that. Shock troops coming in on right. Grenadiers trying to hold back that flamethrower squad in castle, but See how long it can last.
Yeah, definitely allies are on the back foot here. Seriously, they know that both players, Isildur and Nagano, have built themselves. This is a really good chance here for the Axis to ensure they get ahead here and stay permanently ahead. If they get maybe another wipe or two, they need to do this kind of now before the allies get too much AT out.
No, absolutely. Nagano has brought up his AT. We have again
He's in range.
Connect.
No, it's not. It's just on the absolute for some reason.
He's doing attack ground, but he's pulling back. Meanwhile, Shock Troops chasing Grenadiers, but the Panzer IV coming around the corner.
Yep. Using the Panzer IV against the Shock Troopers very well played here because the Shock Troopers nothing Panzer IV, and those shocks have to immediately retreat.
Oh, we have some penals coming around now.
Penal's coming around the flank though, but the Panzer IV is going to say nope to that. Only the anti-tank guns that can do damage against this Panzer IV at the moment.
Also, Brosras
yeah.
has quietly brought up 2 support guns to help control mid. Maybe and also counteract that mortar pit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for. And almost wiping the engineer squad that's trying to repair it. And it's he's going to get it. Nice pick there. Good play here from Brosras to recognize, what count as mortar pits, double LEIGs, and that's going to easily take down this mortar pit. And then the leagues are going to be good for later on to deal with all these anti-tank guns and machine guns that the allies are playing at the moment. So, good tactical play here from the Axis for sure. Mortar pit's going to go down very soon. Though a double anti-tank gun though against the flak half track could instantly one-shot it. One shot at the same time. Needs to be very careful with that flak half track. The British anti-tank gun's moving up.
No,
though he's using his barrage. Flak half track has been hit. The smoke to get away from it. Mortar pit is getting repaired, but Sapper squad takes a nasty shot there, and then they're forced back.
Grenadiers coming in on the flank, along with Panzer IV is moving on as well after being healed. Super close.
Even Panzerfaust did it, and the mortar pit does go there for the Axis. Panzer IV detonates one of their mines, and the Grenadier on retreat I think hits another mine. I think maybe that was a crawler.
Yeah. We got
really
Zisgun pushing it back, but misses the shot. We have something coming. Oh, we have fire coming down on the Panzer IV.
Yeah, we got Isildur barrage being lobbed in onto the Grenadier and the MG. They have to pull back. Grenadier is sitting in the fire, taking needless damage here. He needs to be careful.
Meanwhile, we have Volk squads in middle taking needless fire from an MG, just trying to capture it. Does, but unfortunately the British infantry are right there and probably going to get it right back. Flamethrower unit trying to hold back the Panzer Grenadier. Oh!
Well,
there goes the flamethrower unit.
Down there. Yeah, combat engineer goes down there. Sorry, just look back at the base because we just saw tier 4 being constructed there. And another machine gun being built for Brosras as well because he really wants to lock down the map. I guess he wants that MG on the left-hand side to lock down that VP on the right. Yeah. We just see another combat engineer die from Nagano. He's hardly got any. He's lost both engineers there. He's hardly got any units left in Nagano. Actually, he's really struggling. 26 population cap.
He's getting another AT. You know what? Honestly, I think what he's trying to do right now, because I'm like, why isn't he deployed armor? He's saving up for that IS-2. He's risking it. He's trying to get that heavy armor.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, that's definitely what he's doing. He's just saving up for it at the moment. He needs quite a bit more fuel. He's only getting 16 fuel per minute at the moment because neither allied player has fuel control. Satchel going into the right, going to be dodged over by those Grenadiers, and they're going to pull back.
Yeah, but the same thing. We have the other allied player most likely going with a Churchill because with the upgrade of the anvil. So with that specialization, I assume it's either that or a crocodile. But I don't think that I don't think he can wait it that long.
Yeah, me neither. I totally agree with you there. We also see like a Volksquad's picked up a Brengan carrier, and then we'll also Command Panther is now out. So the Command Panther is going to be perfect to deal with both a crocodile and an ISU. So good unit there. And also we have a Rakettenwerfer as well from Brosras. So I think they've got probably enough AT. With Panzerwerfer as well chosen for Artavick. I think that's a good idea actually because about the support weapons. Good if they manage to bombard all these support weapons with that. That'd be very nice.
Artavick engaging Nagano's AT and shock
Trying
troops.
to wipe it. He might be able to get it here. I think he's going to get... Does get decrewed. Shocks might be able to wipe.
Now there's this gun coming in. Panzer IV pulls back. Shock troops. 2 models holding the castle. Doing everything they possibly can.
He really wants to wipe that Ziz gun, but he can't afford to move that Panzer IV because that other Ziz is protecting. But we do see a Volk squad coming in from Brosras to try and assist here.
Meanwhile, on
Panther
the other
having a go
side,
on the left.
yeah, Panther coming
Shock
in.
drop. Bet 2 shocks getting wiped on the right. Another Nagano squad goes down. He's only got 4 units left. This is pretty. I think it's GG now. Nagano with no units.
If he
There
can
is
hold
no
out for
hope.
another 2.5 minutes, he can get that IS-2, but that's if he can hold out for that long and keep the map control relatively stable.
Kenworth on the left needs to move slightly forward. 1 shot, all that's required to wipe it. It's very low. That they, you know what I mean. 1 shot when it's around about 60.
Artavick
1
steals
shot.
this, and Panzerwerfer comes down, wipes another squad. Penals are
Oh,
done for.
another penal squad getting wiped there. Another squad from Nagano. 3 units left from him, and he manages to steal the Ziz gun back, and he's crushing it. He just
Oh my
crushed the entire penal squad. What a play! Freaking Artavick manhandling Nagano right now. What a savage man. What a Nagano with only 2 units left. Is this the same player that we saw in the finals of the World Championship Series? What is he playing like right now?
Oh, I don't know. But he's risked all of his bets on that IS-2. Let's see if it pulls him a victory or if it sinks this ship. We shall see. Meanwhile, we have support guns opening fire against the British, desperately trying to push in mid, but just not able to with anything. MG being pulled back. Honestly, yeah, the Brits the last chance they got, because at least he has an army.
And we are down to 300 points.
Yeah, but again, it's not enough. Like Artavick's even got the Suka bomb if he wants to drop it on some units. They popped a flare in the sky with Brosras, so he's looking for a target. We might see the Suka bomb being dropped here, maybe on like an anti-tank gun. Bren gun might get focused here. Can't see it actually. British anti-tank gun does hit the Panther. Panther half health has to back away and heal.
Panzerwerfer gets a beautiful shot. So close to killing that Brit squad. It manages to retreat, but with just a hair of health left. Oh, meanwhile, we got Artavick coming in for the flank. Is this gun being pushed back?
One anti-tank gun gets taken out. Good use of the Bren gun to put on suppressing fire to slow down the infantry over here.
Does get Panzerfausted though, very low on health. Alright, IS-2 has officially been deployed.
Here we go. Too little, too late. Maps in almost all red. You can use the Panther to try and take out the British anti-tank gun so the opponent can't use it. That will go down.
IS-2 gets a
And even
decent shot.
yeah, it goes the other anti-tank gun. One of Nagano's infantry gets these. This is another unit.
It's just lost for words. Oh my god.
Panzerwerfer, this is going to be firing in the base. It might be firing against the base of the British infantry. Oh, it does, but it does quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
It's not as much as I thought, but not a bad barrage.
Doesn't kill a squad, but does impact his manpower. Which also, by the way, looks like he's saving up for a crocodile.
Crocodile, yeah. Panther also again focusing fire, and there's Raketten again. So 2 anti-tank guns taken out from the allies.
We have
Their allies.
Panzer IV trying to engage the IS-2. Bounces, unfortunately, but does back up before the IS-2 can get a clean shot on it. Meanwhile, the British infantry storming through mid.
Comes the ISU. Panzer IV can get a nice little cheeky rear armor shot in here. Raketten up there as well. Nice little cheeky thing here. He's going to try and block in here with the Panther.
Panther coming in, mark target. Oh, sorry, coordinate
stop the
fire.
IS-2 from pulling away. Really nice play here.
Oh!
And the IS-2 stood no chance. Nagano loses his IS-2 as well.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
hear the fan singing.
heavy tanks needs your infantry support. Sending them in by themselves just makes them a big target. You have some British artillery coming down in mid, but just out of range of really any targets. And they
throw in the tower. That's it. Nagano and Isildur lose this first game. And congratulations to Brosras and Artavick. Well played. They all stemmed from the mines on the T-70 and the AEC. Both of those units got wiped, and also Sapper squad got wiped there. And that gave basically full control back over to the axis. The flak half track, was uncontested from then on the left hand side, and then a Panzer IV came out. Really, nice timing on the Panzer IV from Artavick, which went over to the right hand side and started smashing penal squads And then going into the Panzerwerfer was a really smart move there. Even maybe going for a Brumbar would have been also a good idea. And also getting the OKW Panther out as well. Nice play. He's going for a Jagdpanzer as well right at the end there for some reason. I don't think he needed that once the IS-2 just went down. But, good player there overall. Allies seem to do well right at the start. The M3 getting that wipe on the Grenadiers squad, getting a couple of wipes here and there, but just not enough. Losing those light vehicles, in the mid game, they really hurt them so badly, and they couldn't come back into that. And really well played to Brosras and Artavick. Mines win games, as we all just saw.
Yeah, and again, my big issue was that if you're gonna have someone rush for armor in terms of the heavy tank, you have to have someone make sure that they get some medium armor to cover you, because then you just leave this giant window open where the enemy knows you have no armor, so they can take full advantage. And that's exactly what the Axis did. They pressed hard after the light armor went down, and by the time the heavy armor was up, Nagano literally had no men to greet her.
Nagano definitely not pulling his weight there, I'm afraid. Not doing too well at all, and losing most of his army, and then left Isildur kind of like on his own there. If Nagano hadn't lost forces, maybe they could have crawled back into that fight after they'd lost their T-70 and the AEC, but no. Nagano from then on just kept on losing units and just couldn't really gain back field presence. So let's get on to game 2. Let's see if game 2 is ready for us. What is the rule exactly? Your enemy chooses 1 out of 3 commanders you have to use. Yes, that's the rule. So you have 3 commanders that you choose, and then the enemy forces you to pick. You have to play that one of those commanders that they choose that you play, basically. Right, here we go. Game started.
Alrighty, so down in the south, we got Artavick as the Brits going once again with Tactical Support Regiment, and we have Brosras going Partisan Tactics as the Soviets.
Oh yeah, and in the north we have we got Nagano playing as the Austere. He's going up the standard Gren build. He's not getting a machine gun out first, so I think he's just going to go Gren. And then we've got Artavick, Isildur over here playing as OKW, and he is just going for the standard Stern Pioneer Volk build, opening over here and going for the right-hand side.
Yeah, now if he's going the Gren to counteract a possible scout car, does not have to worry. Brosras is pretty much relying on conscripts for this early game so far. No light armor needed.
So last time we saw that Nagano went for his penal M3 play, and he made that work quite well. We said even though they lost. Here we see a totally different build here, which is going in for the conscript. So we'll see if they can pull this off here. Infantry sections on the right, building color, and make sure they can hold on to that fuel point.
Yes, on the left, same thing. Pioneers placing down heavy cover on the fuel, try to help themselves out in case a battle happens. Same thing with the conscripts as well. But you mentioned as well earlier that the conscript building so much better than just the one because it can fit all the men. Yeah,
so you can see here, if I click this squad, once it's built, you can see that most of the squad can fit on it. 6 men can fit on it, whereas the other one can't. Right inside Stern Pioneers trying to push infantry section jump, going to vault over the wall there to hold their position. Here comes a Bren gun carrier coming out as well. This infantry section wants to try and go for the cutoff on the left-hand side, potentially. Nope. Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. Meanwhile, left-hand side, we see Pioneers moving up on the conscripts behind cover. They're going to get a little cheeky flank in here, and they're going to force that conscript squad back.
See, but don't worry, more conscripts are being made, and actually moving up to the front, putting some pressure on the Pioneer squad. He was building something. Luckily, he stopped it before he took too many hits. Again, if someone's constructing something, a mine, a cover, they're very vulnerable to damage.
These infantry sections were trying to be aggressive here, but now they're going to be careful. Bren gun is not doing enough assistance here. Stern Pioneers are positioning themselves behind this sight blocker so the Bren gun can't actually see them.
Now we have 3 Grenadiers all in cover fighting 2 conscripts with Pioneers closing the gap on one of them. Going in, quickly pushes one back though. 2 additional conscript squads are moving on up to the front with another squad going
upgrade ready. Maybe focusing down the Sterns and retreat here. No, they're quite healthy. There's an infantry section on one man. They're going to have to pull back as well. No. I think the Vickers K over here, the Universal Carrier, can hold its own on the right-hand side because it has the suppression, so it can stop any Volks trying to push in.
I love it. So in the meantime, Brosras has come over, taken the fuel while the Grenadiers are pushing on the conscripts, but has also put down some barbed wire to make sure the that awesome cover that was made can no longer be used.
Yeah, very nice use there of, with that unit, get the decap and denying cover at the same time. Universal Carrier papping away here at the Volks.
Upgraded
Looking,
as
I think,
well.
so far, yeah,
Very
looking
nice.
in favour of the Allies, I would say. Another conscript going around the side here trying to get the decap off the fuel point, or the cut off on the fuel point, so he doesn't actually gain, even when that fuel point's connected, he's not going to gain resources.
Yep, conscript shot being pushed back. Grenadier squad realizing what is going on, pushing in, but the conscripts were just decap it and walk away, going in instead for the Volk squad and going for mid.
Volk squad on the right is
Ooh.
Isildur awake. He's not paying attention too much to that squad, and the Universal Carrier is not chasing for some reason. Maybe he thinks he's being baited into a rocket weapon because he's staying there so long. But
no.
actually, I think it was just Isildur forgetting about that squad, to be honest. So he's going to pull back that Bren gun carrier and get it repaired. I mean, it's probably good to play it safe here. No, is he going to be aggressive? He's going to go to the middle instead with this unit.
We have a large allied push in mid. That Volk squad needs to get out of there quick. We have 2 conscripts, a Brit infantry section, and the Bren. We have Incendiary going out on the conscript, getting 1 model down and pushing it back, but... Wait, no, here comes the
MG on the right-hand side set up in an awkward position. I think there was a misclick there, and that forces that MG to retreat. Thankfully, the Bren gun carrier does get suppression onto the stern pioneer, so the stern pioneer doesn't get some decent shots onto that retreating Bren gun carrier. And we have an infantry section getting an angle on the right-hand side, which is, remember, cover is directional, so it's getting good shots in there against the squads behind there.
Of course. Yeah, good hits all across the board in Castle. Meanwhile, Grenadiers are pushing him in with a flamethrower unit, trying to push back that combat engineer squad. But the Universal Carrier coming in, trying to help out and stop Nagano from advancing. Smoke coming down, though, preventing him from getting line of sight.
Tier 2 built now for Brosras. I'd like to see some teamwork here. This engineer needs to repair his teammate's Bren gun carrier to make it more combat ready.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what is going on. Okay, so we do have support weapon Campania built by Brosras, so tier 2 is up for the Soviet. Meanwhile, I'm looking for everyone else, and I'm not. Oh wait, no, we have a mechanized building going down for the
Mechanized is
ATW.
up. Rifle grenade easily dodged over here on the left-hand side, but this conscript's going to get flanked by 3 grenadiers. Needs to be very careful. Decides to retreat straight away. Good choice. So there, I suggest to retreat straight away there. Bren gun's been repaired. Going to move back into the fight. Vickers, again, caught out of position. Not good play by Artavick with his Vickers positioning so far. Being in a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, with the Sturms in, Volk's coming in. He needs to get that out quick. Sturms closing the gap. Nope, pulling on back. Doesn't want to risk it with the Brit infantry right there.
We do see a Puma in production, actually, not a Panzer II first. So, I guess he's trying to get a Puma out maybe to counter the British AEC that might be hitting soon.
Did he get the upgrade for the British? No, he has not gotten that upgrade yet.
Not, so maybe he's going to go straight for a crumble instead here. But the Allies are struggling. They've lost control of their fuel on the right for the time being. And,
no, absolutely. It makes sense why he would get the Puma, because at this point, the Allies definitely deploy some light vehicles to help turn the tide, and that's a good counter for them. But alas, the Allies are not doing that. We do have Tier 3 being made by the Soviets, so maybe a T-70?
He's exactly enough fuel as soon as that tier is built to build the T-70. He's got no manpower. Instead of grenade coming in against the infantry section here near the cutoff point, dodges it quite effectively. Puma's coming in, maybe going to make a dive for the Bren gun. Looks like it will go. There's no Sapper squad nearby to get the snare. He needs to be very careful with this Bren gun carrier. Where is the Sapper squad? Where is the snare? Nowhere nearby. Also, that Axis machine gun from Nagano is positioned quite aggressively and it's doing quite well to stop the Soviet player Brosras from pushing back onto the field.
That Universal Carrier is being... Oh, it's going around the castle trying to dodge the Puma.
Oh, we're trying to play loop-de-loo around here. Sapper squad coming in to try and scare away the Puma.
Puma going back around. There's a carrier. Great micro, by the way, by Artavick. And was the first seat with both their armored vehicles trying to chase each other down. But the Sapper Recovery Squad is what sealed the deal, made sure that Puma couldn't get targeted.
Conscript coming around for a wide flank here, trying to flank this machine gun that was the machine gun. And he's also pushing in from the same time. And he's also going to gain control over to the left. We do see a Maxim out as well.
British infantry did capture right, but being chased by the Puma and now being targeted by the Volk squads. Meanwhile, Flamethrower and Grenadiers fighting off the conscripts, but more and more coming up to assist. And actually, a conscript going in for the decap. No resources going to be coming in for the entire left side to the Axis. That could be pretty big at stopping armor.
Grenadier going to cap the left point here, the munitions point, and then try and come around and see if we can flank the Maxim, but looking quite good here for the Allies with the decaps, but Puma moving around on the right, lost control of the fuel point again for the time being on the right as well. Well, it will be decapped very momentarily. Anti-tank on there to assist with the Bren gun carrier, and it's in range. Anti-tank is going to fire. Gets a good shot in there against the Puma.
MG just trying to stop that Grenadier from flanking. Additional conscripts coming on in. Axis quickly, not just capturing the point, but laying down mines on the key point to stop another decap from occurring.
Going to move those Grens on the left-hand side to get in there before the decap has been completed, so they managed to keep control of their fuel point for the time being. Any more tech coming out from any player here? Do we have T-70 coming out yet? No T-70 yet. He can build it, but he's still saving his resources up, so I imagine maybe he's going straight for a T-34 because he could have built it a while ago now. So he's going for a mortar as well, so I'm definitely thinking he's going to just be tacking up straight to Tier 4.
Speaking of which, Nagano is getting a Tier 3 building, so we could see him deploy Ostwind, Panzer IV. Either one would be a good option right now.
Yep. Tier 3 has been built, so you could definitely call on... if I were him, I would feel like maybe... I'd be tempted to go Ostwind, but because I know I'm playing a proper tournament game like this, I'd probably just go safe and just pick Panzer IV, because Ostwind is pretty ballsy to go for.
It would be, but the infantry power on that thing is incredibly powerful.
So we got the Soviet mortar set up. I'm pretty sure he got this out to this MG that's locking down that middle side quite often. Mine gets laid, but immediately spotted by the Stern Pioneers.
Again, good work there. Focusing on attack power, putting away the Minesweeper, focusing on the sappers.
Going to pop on, immediately going to pop on a crew repairer here. No, crew repair? I think he misclicked here. And he probably wanted to put on suppressing fire. I'm pretty sure that was a misclick. And he loses the Bren gun carrier a bit carelessly there.
Nope, it's actually not dead yet. Still not dead. It's just been decrewed. Now it's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a misclick. I'm pretty sure he wanted to put suppressing fire on there, not crew repair, because crew repair stops the vehicle moving. So that was an unfortunate misclick. We do have Tier 4 now built for Brosras. He's only 20 fuel away from a T-34. Good mine there to stop the Grenadiers coming in and flanking. So needs some support. We have a conscript squad coming around as well. He's going to be able to flank. Just set up. He needs to make sure he reroutes quickly because the MG's turned on him. Bit late there to move in, so that conscript squad's going to get suppressed, but he might still be able to get around in time. Mortar's been spotted, getting shot by an MG. MG's going to set up and turn to face the flank, but we have more conscripts coming in. A two-man conscript squad. I think it's a misclick there to bring that one out.
Yeah, a lot more Volk squads coming into the castle, trying to clear out the British infantry from their heavy cover. Sappers, though, coming on in, trying to assist. In the meantime, we have conscripts coming in. Ooh, flamethrower ended up pushing some of them back.
Conscript. He hasn't got Molotov, so he can't really do much damage against his machine gun, but we also have 7-man cons upgraded. Here comes the Panzer IV.
We have also a Stuka that's been deployed to the front as well, but so far no armor from the Allies. We're starting to see what happened last game.
A little bit here, but here comes the T-34. I mean, the Allies, so the Axis, I mean, they've got a Puma and a Panzer IV. They haven't got any anti-tank. So, maybe these, I mean, what do we have here? We have a Ziz gun in production and a T-34. So that is going to be a good way to counter both the Puma and the
Panzer IV.
But we'll see how this goes. Mortar's doing well, gets a nice shot in against that MG. It's going to force that machine gun back. Here comes the Stuka around, going to land on this machine gun in the middle and probably the mortar. Ooh, gets a very good shot in there. And he decrews that machine gun. The Volks are going to go in there for the pick and steal that. Nice little pick there and steal for Isildur. He's going to be happy that he's got another machine gun in his arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, right now, map control is definitely on the Axis side, but luckily, the one good news is it hasn't been that long, and actually, VP point-wise, they still have plenty of the burns. The Allies have plenty of time to come back.
Yeah.
Large conscript force moving on in, backed up by the Zis, and the British AT, 6-pounder pushing back the Panzer IV. Meanwhile, Grenadiers are pushing on the left-hand flank.
T-34 coming out now. Let's see, what is Artavick saving up for now? Is he building anything in his game? He's going for just a normal Cromwell.
Oh, but on the far right, we have a Sapper Squad flanking the MG-34, causing it to retreat. Meanwhile, T-34 putting pressure, pushing back the MG. Grenadiers.
Yeah, T-34 is uncontested on the left-hand side, so all these Grenadiers running back with their tail between their legs.
We do have a little teamwork. Stern Pioneers and Pioneers trying to heal that Panzer IV, get back in action to counteract that T-34's dominance.
Whoa,
good artillery!
Oh, onto the Grenadier, almost wiping it. Nice attempt there. Panzer IV could try and use attack ground here if he wanted to through the thing. This gun is turning around to help. Does it have range? Panzer IV bounces.
Gets a good shot on the Pioneers.
Be careful, might get Fausted here. Anti-tank gun.
Ooh.
T-34 connects. Cromwell tries to get involved in the action as well, but misses. Okay, not looking too bad. Allies coming back here, trying to get some more map control.
They're getting good hits across the board, pushing the Axis back on every single front, and even the armor that the Axis have deployed are just not keeping up.
Going down in the mid, probably on the Ziz gun. Ooh, nice dodge there from Brosras. Avoids that. Oh, but the mortar gets, unfortunately, but he can easily just quickly recruit that and avoid that. MG setting up over there in the middle left.
Puma trying to get some heals, but we have the 6-pound. No, Cromwell's moving in on the Puma.
Oh, a good attack ground as well with the Cromwell forcing back these Sturms and the Volks on the left-hand side. Ziz gun barraging against the machine gun here set up, and also we have marked target placed on the Panzer IV, which pulls it back, so we can't really engage in this fight.
No, absolutely not.
The 7-man con squad here could try a flank around the left here, around this side, but he decides to pull it back slightly.
No, right now he's just using it. Oh, he recruited that mortar, and it's coming in around that MG. Bring it down so low!
Might get picked up by the cracks of machine gun. He's going to go for it.
One last shot.
He's going to get Fausted for this. Panzer IV connects. This gun's going to retaliate and fire back on him. Does. We have an Axis pack gun, and an Austria pack gun moving up, so both those medium armor are going to pull back and need repairs. And we also have another mortar pit going up in pretty much the same spot as it went last game. But again, I think a mortar pit here is not a bad idea. Grenade going in against the squad. Not doing too much damage to that squad, so they do retreat.
Cromwell is backing up, possibly. Yeah, going to mid, it looks like. We also have, again, the, Firstly, pushing right with his Volk squads and his Puma, trying to dislodge him from the castle, but so far not working.
Puma hasn't done too much. Only 3 kills on the Puma, and it's been live for a good portion of this game. So he needs to make the Puma do a little bit more work at the moment. Grenade going in against the Volks on the right again, forces them back. Desperate pick again. Stuka rounds coming in on the middle. VP. It looks like.
Get out! Get out!
Stop!
Oh.
One squad gets bites the dust, and the second one might also it does. 2 squad wipes with 1 Stuka barrage. Had plenty of time to retreat. Then didn't even bother to, and they lose 1 squad each there. Conscript and a Sapper squad. That's very painful.
Up to
lose
one.
2 squads at once.
With that Stuka getting 18 kills so far, that's been some great Stuka plays.
Yep. Stuka's definitely paying for itself at the moment, getting some nice wipes. This is what you know, will turn this fight into the Axis favor. If they can keep getting wipes that Stuka, the Allies are going to run out of infantry and support weapons. So they need to be careful. Like the Ziz gun and the mortar are both like next to each other, and both in need to be kind of spread out a little bit more than that.
Yeah, don't give the Axis a juicy target. Yeah, they're being pushed back a lot. Do we have mines? Yes, we still have some German mines in that area, so he can't push up too much without being
Puma trying to flank around with the Panzer IV against the T-34. 34 here. Smoke going around.
He was attempting a dive. Oh, placing him. Wait, no, he's placing cover? Is he trying to stop the Puma? No. was like, what? That could have been bad.
Okay, we have also a Rakettenwerfer out now, so both Axis players have one anti-tank gun each.
Yeah, it looks like Brosras has brought up a Katusha, maybe to try to counteract the damage done by the Stuka.
Yeah, we'll see who gets the wipes here. T-34 needs repairs. Mortar Pit getting Veteran C1, it's doing some work. It's only got one kill so far, so it's not actually doing too much. T-34 needs to be careful. Pack Gun's going to be in range. He's going to get a nice shot in, but here we go. Missing. I think it was on the Pack Gun. Terrible Katusha firing there. Nothing gained there from that. We have the Puma that wants to try and maybe come around and take out the T-34, and needs one shot that connects.
Ooh, no, conscripts coming back in mid. Probably will push back the Grenadier.
On the right.
Good shot with the 6-pounder. Let's see, Volk Squad coming in, throwing Incendiary on the Mortar Pit. We'll need to brace, stop any additional damage. This gun, though, putting pressure on the Panzer IV, maybe? Direct fire, attack round? No, he's going to pull back instead from the Grenadiers advancing.
Panzer IV half health. Needs to be careful. It's going to walk right into the anti-tank, and the anti-tank gun sees it, gets a shot in. Panzer IV's going to blitzkrieg away to avoid getting shot a second time.
Meanwhile, British infantry.
All of a sudden, it's not looking too good for the Allies.
Great grenade.
Snowfighter going down to the centaur potentially here.
Does.
That's a pick there, but the mortar pit's going to get wiped here by the Pack Gun. The Pack Gun's got a nice little angle on it, and we'll take down the mortar pit. Oh, it misses its next shot. T-34 needs to make a play, decides to pull back, so the mortar pit will live for the time being just about. And the Pack Gun is going to get decrewed. It does. Will he go for the steel? Conscripts could rush in there for the steel potentially. Will they go for it? No, he's going to go for the... He's going to go for... No, he's going to try and steal it. No, there's a machine gun there, but he's going to pick it up. He's going to steal it, but the machine gun might decrew. The stolen Pack Gun, will it?
T-34 is coming in to assist. Try to stop that damage done and push back that MG.
Ooh,
Puma's coming on his side.
Nice steal.
This gun's coverage, though. Light artillery barrage coming on both the Pack and the Zist. They're having some pathfinding issues. No, they both get taken out by the light artillery barrage in mid.
They do, but they've only just been decrewed, so unless... I mean, if the Axis are in...
But the MG's
might be able to wipe the T-34. They need to recrew this. They have engineers, two engineers there, both to recrew immediately. If they, so it's not the end of the world here. I think the Allies are okay. Good little wins there for the Allies. MG down, Pack Gun stolen. Grenade going down mid. The Super Barrage, I think, went down, but he cancelled it. Yeah, he cancelled it. Didn't think he liked that.
Mark target coming down, the Panzer IV, pushing it back once again.
Bet 2 Pioneers getting shot down quite low here. Katusha fire coming in the middle. Engineers.
Much better.
British anti-tank gun gets decrewed. Tries to steal the machine gun over here, but I think that's going to get decrewed by the 3 Grenadiers. They're going to stop them stealing that. Yep, they do. Cromwell gets Fausted and snared.
Puma coming in for some attack on ground.
Needs to be very careful here. Good counter attack for the Axis, but here come the anti-tankers have been healed. And they're back in the fight.
Packham pushing back
Puma
the
has to pull
Puma.
back. Manages to retake back his machine gun.
Oh, Tiger Tank has been deployed onto the field. And a Jagdpanzer is being made.
Jagdpanzer and Tiger on the field, so some good Axis armor coming onto the field to assist this fight. But Allies... Oh, another artillery barrage coming in on the middle. This time it was dodged fairly effectively. It doesn't lose anything.
MG being pushed back once again by the T-34. 23 kills, definitely putting work into this game. Panzer IV as well, 21 kills.
This gun's probably going to stop barrage over here. Panzer IV is going to get within the firing arc. Tiger gets hit by the Pack. This gun.
No, the Allies definitely have a ton of coverage with their AT. They have 3 AT guns right now, just in mid alone. Plus the Cromwell's coming in. As long as they have the infantry to support these the Pack and the Zist guns, they should be good.
She should be ready to fire soon, so will the Stuka. One good Stuka barrage and all these anti-tank guns will seal the deal for the Allies team. They will lose the game if they lose those anti-tank guns to that Stuka, so they need to be very careful.
No, absolutely.
Mortar Pit has been able to be repaired, but here comes the Volk squad's going to lob another incendiary grenade onto the Mortar Pit. Is he going to brace it? Yeah, braces immediately. Jagdpanzer's going to find the Cromwell, but misses. Aggressive plays here from the Axis Tiger, pushing in as well. Gets a nice shot against the conscripts.
6-pounder moving in, trying to make sure that the Jagdpanzer can't move in anymore. Tiger pushing straight in the mid, catching the T-34 off guard.
Yeah, hits it in the rear. We do have the Soviet anti-tank guns are now fully manned up and moving out again. But here comes the Stuka. I imagine the Stuka is going to find both these. Look, both anti-tank guns are in a nice long line. The Stuka is going to fire any second now on them, and it's going to be painful.
He's firing right now on him, but luckily repositioning some of the. Oh no, he's backing up.
Where's it going to fire? It's going to decrew one anti-tank gun, and on the mortar pit, but not too good there. Bet 3 infantry section needs to be careful on the right-hand side. Volk squad's chasing it down. Going to recrew his anti-tank gun here.
Wow, just for a little levity, we have a double MG rush on the right-hand side. Who can place it down first? It's going to First C.
Katusha firing in, danger close. Trying to fire onto the Rakan weapon. The Rakan weapon was
very low, gets one more model.
Retreat back into it, but I think it's going to be safe. These Katusha rounds are not doing enough right now. Stuka's definitely doing a lot better.
Panzer IV coming on the left, but again, just repositioning that Zis gun, pushing it back. Right now, that MG is covering mid. They need some smoke or something to come. T-34 coming in to try to push them back. Jagdpanzer repositioning to push back the T-34. Misses the shot. Again.
Not accurate shots for this Jagdpanzer so far. And again, misses. Here we get some artillery coming down on the repairing T-34. He does notice it.
Puma being
he
double
away with
teamed
those engineers
by the Centaur and the Cromwell.
Veterancy, 2 Pioneer from the Austria player. Nagano gets wiped there.
Large Volk detachment coming in along the Allied right flank. They're trying to most likely go in for that pack gun.
It's open. The flank is open. Needs something out. They need to make sure that anything don't get taken out. SU-85 in the build for Brass. One of these pack guns is going to get decrewed here.
Yeah. British infantry doing what they can. Centaur, though, repositioning, going in on those Volks. T-34 as well.
We've also got airborne assault activated as well, so we had some planes go overhead, but I think the Centaurs shot both those planes down. So that was kind of a waste. But the pack gun, the Stardom pack gun has now been blown up by the Axis, so one less anti-tank gun for the Allies to use. However, like I said, we do have the Su-85 and a Firefly en route, which is the perfect thing that the Allies need now to try and deal with this Tiger and the Jagdpanzer.
And with so many attempts made, that mortar pit is still active, fully healed, and providing great support for the Allies, always pushing back the Grenadiers and Volk squads every time they try to come in the mid. British flare coming down.
Flare. Yep, so that's going to stop the Axis infantry from pushing from that side. And desperate fight for the VPs. Here comes a Katusha, danger close Katusha rounds. Not too bad, does force the blob back of the Grens.
Stuka coming in, hurting conscripts and the Zis, but no kills, no decrews. Panzer IV really low on health. Su-85 has been developed on the front right now. And we got a Firefly as well. It is a
still
rough
anyone's
match.
game, but
yeah.
I feel like the Allies now with the Su-85, now it's their time to have a little comeback. Hopefully, you know, maybe we could do a mark target ability. I haven't got the resources for it at the moment, but you know, if they manage to time it correctly, they could get some nice hits in here. Tiger's going over to the left-hand side, all the way over to the left-hand side. Don't know where he's going. Maybe he's going to try and do a big wide flank. There's no mines on this flank route as well, so could do that.
I don't see anything right now. Centaur opening fire on the Volkswagen MG, but Puma possibly waiting for a push on the Centaur. We'll see. Volk squad's trying to contest that point. Conscripts, though, not letting them have it. And with mortar coverage coming down, we'll see how long they last in that fight.
And we've got 3 mortars. So we've got the mortar pit, which is 2, and we've got the Soviet mortar as well over here. So you know, the Allies seem to have the indirect fire superiority for the time being. However, we do have a Panzerwerfer just come out as well. Oh, Tiger's trying to push in here, but has been spotted by the Su-85 and the Ziz gun. But artillery coming down on both these, all these units over here. Zizgan needs to reposition quickly. It doesn't reposition. It's a bit too late. And 3 and 4 Grenadiers with all LMGs are going to shred that Zizgan real quick.
Also getting a nice shot on the Su-85. Grenadiers coming on in full force. Conscripts need to stop their advance.
Yeah. Tiger gets a good push. Danger close Katusha rockets, but no wipes again, unfortunately, there.
Centaur.
And also, one of these Zizgun does get destroyed by the Tiger, so another anti-tank gun lost to the Allies, so they really need to stop losing.
British flare coming down right on the retreat path.
Oh, again, nasty Stuka rocket. Didn't get any wipes, but damaged a lot to a conscript squad. And we also saw an infantry section, I think, go down near the Centaur.
Good artillery hits on the Panzer IV, bring it down to half health. As well as that MG needs to get out of there before it gets hit as well.
VPs are low-ish for the Allies. They need to make sure they can they keep control of VP control, and they're not really doing too well at the moment.
They keep
slowly turning
right
towards Axis favor. We do have another Su-85 in the build for Brosras. I'd like to see a T-34 and the Cromwell push quick over to the right-hand side and maybe do a double whammy and take out this Puma that stops the tanks from being effective over there.
Absolutely.
So here we go, Su-85 finds Su-85 and Jagdpanzer exchanging blows. Firefly could push up in support, but it's not going to do so for some reason. Veteran C3 T-34 now.
Cromwell trying to push on right to dislodge, but unfortunately not happening with the Puma right there along with the Verkenwerfer. British infantry coming on in as well, fighting the Volk squads, but that's the thing, the Volks have superiority. No, grenade going off. Nice dodge right there.
Centaur could assist. 2 Volk squads moving in, flanking this British anti-tank gun. Nice little flank here. Centaur is not moving over. It's now moving over. It's
focusing on the
blow
retreating.
It up. If he wants to, it will do. Good play here from Isildur. Another anti-tank gun will get decrewed here and wiped. And there you go. Allies can't afford to keep losing anti-tank guns like this. They're losing like an anti-tank gun 1 minute. Stuka rounds coming in on the middle.
T-34 and conscripts pushing on left, but Panzer IV and the pack are pushing it back. Can't chase though with those conscripts right there. It'd be too risky. Can't lose the engine. Su-85 though repositioning, as well as the other one getting a great shot on the Panzer IV.
Oh, he needs to be really careful with the Su-85. Jagdpanzer, Panzer IV, and ooh.
There's still the Su-85 lying on the left-hand side, but now the Grenadiers are right there. Could go for a Panzerfaust.
Yeah, there's too many 1v1s going on at the moment. I'd like, the Allies team and both the Axis both need to try and combine and do like a 2v1 on one side of the map to try and make a bit of a comeback here. Because at the moment it's not looking too great for the Allies.
Oh, we have a Panzer IV now for the OKW. And it's right now pushing back the Cromwell. The Firefly repositioning to try to push that sucker back. Actually firing on the Puma instead.
Tiger moving in the middle here, finding the Vickers and the Centaur vulnerable, but the Firefly is going to turn around and maybe engage that target instead here. Also, Su-85s finding the Tiger as well, and we have stun rounds as well coming in for the 500 rockets. The Tiger is in danger of getting wiped here. Su-85 getting bounces. Firefly is going to give chase.
And missing shot after shot, though. Su-85 going after it.
One penetrates.
So low.
Firefly in range. It's not going to get the shot in, and so the Tiger is going to live with a slither of health. Unfortunate bounce then.
They found a new target though. Jagdpanzer is now taking the brunt of the action.
Ooh.
Also very low on health.
Might see a Veteran C5 Volkswagen going down here. Where's that Katusha? Look at all these support weapons all clumped up in the middle here. Katusha, where you at? Now it's firing in here. Here we go. This is going to be beautiful, hopefully. All these support weapons set up here, getting some nice shots in the end. The Stuka rounds coming in as well. And the retreating squads not getting any wipes there.
Nope, but the Katusha gets a wipe. Katusha does get wiped with an MG. Grenadiers, though, moving on in. Not much stopping them. They can move in and possibly start Panzerfausting or hitting those engineer squads on right.
Centaur is fully repaired. Cromwell needs repairs. Rifle grenade coming in. 100 points. Actually, sorry. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Yeah, the Allies really struggling for VPs right now. Artillery coming in onto the mortar pit is going to brace. It's kind of a waste of resources. Panzer IV getting very low. Slither of health there.
A lot of Axis armor just barely making it out, but that's the key. If they can just keep fighting and making it out, that's all they need to do to just keep the Allies away from those victory points. Meanwhile, we have Volk squads guarding mid.
Triple.
Conscripts trying to take it and push up as well in that pack. T-34 barely being missed by that attack round from the pack.
Here comes Panzerwerfer Barrage on the conscripts over here. Ooh, slightly out of position there. He does this. Oh, he misplay here. He tries to recruit the pack gun and he loses one of his Veteran C3 conscripts by doing so. I think there's a misclick there. Shame that he loses that. Sneaky Raketten finds an angle in against the Rakettenwerfer. But the Centaur might be able to finish the. No.
Firefly does manage to get out of there. No damage really on that from that Panzerfaust on the Centaur. Doing great.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. T-34 rushing over to the left-hand side to get a cap.
You're not wrong. It is desperate. There's no mines.
Morpit's going to go down in the middle. Does get taken out.
T-34 trying to kill those Volk squads. Oh, great hit on him. One model remaining. T-34 finding that out. Focusing on target. Mortar as well, rushing on in.
He's going to try and get the cap with a mortar here. He's going to try and see if he can get some, maybe a wipe on that corner. No, he doesn't get it. Oh. Vehicle wipes. Will manage to
going in on
stop
right.
the train for the time being.
SWA
Get another bounce here.
SWA5's pushing back the Tiger. Wait, no, Tiger's still there. That's risky.
He's going to ram it. He's going for a ram. He gets it. SU-85s can push in and start smashing the Tiger. The Tiger, he's going to get the Spirit Spells. This Tiger's going to go down. Good trade there. T-34 for a Tiger. Nice little pick there. And now all the tank destroyers are going to charge in and see if they can grab the Jagdpanzer.
Meanwhile, actually,
Big
the clever
aggressive plays
maneuver.
here.
So the T-34 that was so barely alive when it took left, the engineers went over, completely healed him in that time, and is now heading back full health.
There you go. The barrage there from the Stuka was missed. Oh, but we do see a Cromwell. Really nice play for the Cromwell. Finds the Stuka, takes it out on the right there. Really nice play. Gains Veteran C3. Really good. These are exactly the plays that the Allies need to do right now and come back into this game. So Stuka down, Tiger down, just for a T-34. Really nice. And now, you know, they'll be able to win via the indirect fire war. They still need to make sure they're only on 25 Bs. They need to, like, hold the VPs like their lives depended on it right now. And this Grenadier squad is somehow missing every shot, dodging like their lives depended on it. And they do get the decap there.
For Kenwerfer coming on in with the Puma, gonna try to probably put shots on that Centaur. T-34 though, putting shots on the MG. No, they're focusing on the. Oh my God, that T-34 has 45 kills. It is doing work.
Yeah, definitely for sure here. Volk squad is going to get the decap on the right, so the drain is going to be on. Panzerwerfer Barrage coming in. No, Katusha fire coming in onto the Veteran C3. Rakettenwerfer.
Puma knocks out the Cromwell. Great shot. Now up to Vet 4. There we go. That's the shots we're talking about.
What a loss there to lose that. And he also smoked the right-hand side so we can get the cap on the VP on the right. This is horrible now for the Allies. They need to not lose this VP. But we might see a Gren go down in the middle here. Needs to make sure they hold on to the VP cap here. They need to make a quick dive to one side. Puma gets a nasty shot from the Firefly. Will that Grenadier go down? No, it won't. Another key escape here for the Axis. Centaur going to rush around and try and get rid of the cap over there, but he can't capture the point with the Firefly. And so with the Centaur, we have a conscript rushing over to the left-hand side. They need to oorah over.
Panzer IV going deep. King, the T-34 on repair, knocks it out. S-85 is coming on back.
Down.
Conscripts though going in for
7
the cap.
VPs. Will they be able to stop the cap? Veteran C3. Panzer IV goes down and it gets crude. Left-hand side VP. I think they'll be able to stop the drain just in the nick of time over here. And we also have a Puma
that's trying to push shots on the Centaur, but alas, with those sappers right there, he needs to watch out for an AT grenade. Axis pushing everything they have in mid.
Need to stop the drain here. Panther on the right hand side, trying to stop the conscript grabbing the left hand side VP. Gets a damage engine on one of the T-34s. We need so many tank destroyers, but not any anti-infantry here. And this T-34 is just going to get picked off here with ease. Tank destroyers don't know what they're doing. Does get the cap on the left, so the VP drain is stopped for a second. T-34 goes down.
Tank destroyers coming on in. Panzerwerfer in sight. Could go for it. Extended sight.
Panzerwerfer gets taken out here. Panzerwerfer gets taken out by the SU-85.
Katusha hitting the Grenadiers. Very low on health.
Grenadiers get away with silver health. We do see the Panther try and get some nice side shots in here against damage SU-85. Grenadiers need to be capping the left-hand side VP.
Yep.
They do.
Pull back those
but we have the middle
sappers.
VP being capped.
Oh,
Oh!
I didn't even see
Gets
this.
taken out.
The Panzer IV's been decrewed on the left. I didn't even notice that.
But they haven't recruited it, and also Panzer IV just got sniped there by one of the Fireflies picked there from the Allies. Allies holding on 3 VPs. Can they win this game? They need more anti-infantry, but Nagano's army is small. He only has 3 Grenadiers left, but the Allies have got not much anti-infantry. The only thing they've got for anti-infantry is really the Centaur here, but the Centaur has to deal with this this Veteran C3 Raketenwerfer. Oh, one more shot from the Raketenwerfer and it goes down.
S-25 having some issues with the Jagdpanzer right on its
Goes
ass.
down. Now would be a good time to Molotov. Here comes a grenade. Rifle grenade. Both nades being dodged here by both teams.
We have a lot of forces, though, coming on right.
Trouble. Another Panther out by Isildur.
Oh, Allies are holding mid, but I'm worried about the right. They have minesweepers coming
Right,
on
they got
in.
nothing for the right. The infantry there is not strong enough. They need to hold to the right. They need to dive right. Centaur's going to try dive right, but the Veteran C Puma's there. Desperate plays. It's going to get Fausted here. The Puma's going to finish it off. Conscript's going to try and rush over to the left. I don't think they're going to do it. Centaur goes down. Puma Vet 5.
Wait, no. Artavick's moving up his men. If he can actually just delay them for a few seconds, they might.
Yeah, he has to. He has to sacrifice these squads here. He's going to love smoke. What a play. He has to do this smoke. He has to dissuade. The Cromwell needs to push in as well. He's not doing it.
That being said, they still need to hold mid, and the Firefly's barely holding on against the
Firefly
Panther.
low. Veteran needs to be Firefly. One more shot away from death. Needs to be very careful. Conscripts desperately trying to capture the left.
Oh, nice rocket.
Panther going down on the right. One more shot needed. Dance Panther goes down on the right. Sturms are going to be able to stop, but the cap's going to happen on the right. The left-hand side cap is happening. Is it going to happen? The drain is back on. Are they going to stop it?
We're losing a capture point.
The drain stopped.
Two.
2 VPs.
Oh. S-25's advancing on the Jagdpanzer, trying to get that kill.
There's a pack gun right there. They're going to run right into the... But the Katyusha's firing on the pack gun.
If they only could see that blob coming in right next to it.
Puma coming in around the back, getting some nice shots, managing to take out the T-34. Puma early.
Cromwell trying to fight it, but the Puma's Vet 5. It's gone Super Saiyan. It's going in. Taking on
This is
much
game
bigger
here,
foes.
man. They haven't got any artillery left. The
Threatening a capture point.
doing well with their tank destroyers, but the anti-infantry game has been poor here, and the Axis are going to win this. They have decided to throw in the towel. They haven't got any Volk army, and that is game. Really well played, though, from both sides. It's just a shame that the Allies just losing out on VPs, because I feel like their vehicle micro, look at their, all the tank destroyers here, both SU-85s, Veteran 3, 155 Veteran 3, but it's just their, the Cromwells, the T-34s just not used effectively enough, and, not having enough anti-infantry there, cost them the game, unfortunately. But yeah, good game. GG, it's 1-1.
Yeah, no, when people go down to those final, those final VP points, people make desperate maneuvers, and unfortunately, a lot of more safer calls you would make that try to just slowly whittle down the enemy just can't be done, and unfortunately, that was just, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to keep the VP points under their control.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, so we didn't see any Fallschirmjägers from Isildur. Any Fallschirmjägers. He just went for the 4 Volk. I mean, look at the unit preservation for Isildur on his Volks. Every Volk, 4 Vet 5 Volks. Very nice preservation of him. Raketenwerfer as well. He's got a bit lucky here. There was a couple of times where maybe a tiger should have been wiped, or a tank. In general, I feel like, again, it's VP, and they weren't very, they needed to work on their VPs a lot better that game.
Yeah, but that being said as well, if we go over with that Puma we were worried about, like, is it going to do well? It's now up to Vet 5. It was getting kills left and right, just getting some good strikes in.
Managing to take out, I think it took out, like you say, took out a Veteran C3 Cromwell or something, and then it took out the Veteran C3 Centaur, and then a T-34 later on. So yeah, that Puma definitely paid off for sure during the later stages of that game. Probably maybe the MVP unit for the Axis then, actually, because that was able to hold on to that right-hand side VP.
We actually have some fighting going on. Grenadiers pushing back some engineers with some good hits and behind that tank cover. MG coming around the right-hand side could maybe try to flank both of those engineer squads and suppress. Nope, the repositioning.
We have an early mine as well placed by Brosras. next to the VP in the middle. And we have some the Sturms trying to flank around here, trying to get an angle to these conscripts. Here we go. They're going to have to retreat here. The Sturms are in green cover as well. Nice little flank there. Machine guns setting up now on the right as well. Going to suppress both these engineers. One gets suppressed.
Should follow suit.
Good start for the Axis so far.
No, really good across the board. Although in middle, British and the conscripts coming on in, pushing back the Volk squad. Though we have Grenadier squad coming around the corner. If the Volk squad turns around, maybe he can assist. We do have a...
trying to assist there, not too bad.
Okay, we had a Volk squad going right on the... Oh, bad timing on the British infantry coming right out of that cover as the Volk squad comes in the range. Pioneer coming in on that.
Because setting up in a beautiful location there to get the suppression shots. A nice, flank out positioning your opponent there to hit them where they're not benefiting from cover. Maybe it might be able to bait them into this mine that they've got laid there.
Maybe, but right now they are really enjoying that destroyed car as cover and grabbing that point. Grenadiers pulling on back. We have a small bottle on the left-hand side, but the Volk squad is retreating while the Brits go in for that capture point. Let's see.
Alright, well here comes a Bren gun carrier out, and I'd imagine it immediately to go for flamethrower upgrade here, because there's a lot of green cover here on this map, so...
Always try to push them out of that cover. Yeah, conscripts making the heavy cover as well, trying to suppress the Grenadiers. Conscripts very low on health.
Nice mine there. That's just those conscript winning that engagement against those bots, and then they're getting. So he manages to hold control of his cutoff because of that one mine he planted there. Nice.
No,
Battle gripper going down for Brosras in his base.
And let's see. Yeah, Universal Carrier is getting that flamethrower as you speculated. Going in, actually push back the Volk squad in the green cover. That's a good case scenario. Because right now the British infantry is slightly down in health. He needs a little bit of support, and the Universal Carrier is exactly what the doctor ordered. Meanwhile, flamethrowers and conscripts pushing against the Grenadiers near the right capture point near the star. MG replacing itself to fight off that Soviet infantry. Getting a nice hit on them, suppressing and pushing them back.
Okay, aggressive British infantry moving in, trying to go for the cutover here. Vickers is going to step as well.
Yeah, that's really far forward, but right now there's nothing stopping it from doing that, since all of Brosras' forces are on the other side. British infantry do fall back, but the MG is now being supported by the Universal Carrier.
Both suppressed infantry here going to get burned quite... Oh, I'm not fancying the retreat path of that Volk squad there. The flames, though, are firing. I think he's using attack ground there. He is. So he could have gotten maybe some manpower bleed there by damaging that Volk. So there's a mistake there from Isildur. Right when they're going in on the machine gun, but this is not going to do too much damage. It's probably one man off the machine gun. Oh, it doesn't even get any of the dudes, so not really worth there.
That brings it down quite a bit on health, but yeah, no, you're right. It didn't kill any of the models. Flamethrower pushing back the Grenadiers. British infantry moving on in. Grenadiers coming over that road. No cover. Actually, negative cover. Taking a lot of damage.
Oh, very strong start from Isildur and Nagano here. They managed to go deny the right, and then we have a machine gun that's now on its own on the right-hand side. And if the Allies knew it was there, they'd probably try and get all their forces on the retreat path and try and wipe it. But they're just going to try and hold the cutoff point here. He's going to try and get a mine down, but he's going to get spotted before that mine is completed. He's going to cancel it. No, he does build it, so that's going to get swept.
Yep. We also have an armored car being deployed, being made right now, so that should be out shortly. Nice job. Pioneers have minesweepers, so they will be able to detect that mine and get rid of it shortly.
Right, we have the flak half trick out. No tech yet for Artavick.
Panzer Grenadiers pushing back the British infantry. Universal Carrier going on the MG you spotted earlier.
Yeah, flamethrower going to burn it out. It will burn it down very quickly. A bit late on the retreat there. He's going to retreat just in time, I think. Oh, flak truck gets some nice hits in there. Does he do friendly fire?
A little bit.
Oh, I thought he did a little bit of friendly fire then, yeah, actually.
Maybe not kill the model, but his health went down. British infantry trying to hold back the Volk squads from capturing over the left-hand side. Big battle going on the right. Universal Carrier burning away the Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers on the retreat. Conscripts holding the line for as long as they can. Mines being placed. Looking pretty good.
AC is going to make a beeline for that half track. That Volk squad needs to be always there. If he retreats that Volk squad, that flak half track's going to go down. The Ricane Weapon is coming up to support.
But they need something to snare. They just in case the armored car just drives past and it goes in for the kill.
Yeah, it's going to go around this little point here. Vox, here we go. AC gets an angle. One shot connects. He's going to back away. Vox was going to try and push him, but good reaction from Isildur to pull away. Meanwhile, on the right,
Grenadiers moving on that conscript squad.
Yeah.
Great use of cover. Although the Grenadiers are coming around the said cover. Flamethrower squad, though, guarding its flank. Needs some good hits since they're all grouped up.
Needs to focus down the Flamethrower Engineer squad because winning the engagement.
Meanwhile, more mines are being placed, but again, it's not like Artavick can't see it. He has Minesweeper, so he can see every mine being placed.
Yep, sees that mine there. There's a mine over there as well, so good idea. First, MG going to get set up, going to suppress these sappers. Or maybe not.
Yeah, right now the Ricane Weapon has a lot to
Ricane Weapon there, maybe, does he have vision? He's going to try and maybe attack right here. Doesn't have range. MG gets retreated. Ricane Weapon has been spotted.
T-70 has actually now been deployed. More mines being placed by Nagano. Oh, he's covering every single spot with those mines. Let's see. 4 mines have been placed in mid already. Just by him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mines over there, around the backside.
Oh, I see it now.
T-70 going to try and give chase. And Nagano loves his mines, man. But what happened last time? All his mines got found out, and that was a big waste of resources. So,
true, but these ones are a lot more scattered around. A lot of them are hit by brushes, so it'll take a little bit more time for them to be uprooted than just a open castle. Good shot with the Ricane Weapon, though. Push back the T-70. Armored car going in, though.
Gets it.
Oh, attack round knocks out the half track. Ricane Weapon tries and misses.
Nice pick there. That's going to be a very big win for the allies there to take that down. Not enough support there for the flak half track, and he does lose it. He did put a mine there to try and protect against a rush like that, but he's got seen, so.
Yeah, right now we have Grenadiers once again trying to push on right, grabbing some territory. At the very least, they got the fuel back under their control. The Pens Grenadiers as well, grabbing more victory points. The problem is they don't have a lot to fight that T-70. They are just now getting a Zis.
Ooh.
For the Soviets.
Almost going down the mid there. Getting hit by a tripwire flare and a mine, bringing them very low.
Grenadiers barely missing that mine around the corner.
VPs looking good for the allies as well so far. Tier 3 is built. How far are we off getting a tank? Quite a way. Still needs another minute or 2 before we can get the Panzer IV out.
Good shot with the Ricane Weapon. Gets rid of the cover, allowing the Fallschirmjägers, good to see them on this game, come in and just quickly push back the British infantry.
More pioneers out. Maybe it might not be a bad idea to get himself a fuel cache down or something, so both Axis players can get a little bit more fuel because they're both trying to get some more armor out.
Yeah, we do. The good news is they did capture 1 victory point, so they're not going to hemorrhage. But they are down significantly. They need to take that either the right or mid. The mid is currently being guarded by a number of very good British forces. So we'll see how they can do to dislodge them. Well, armored car just going in for some nice shots against the Volks, pushing them back.
Maxim's turning around to deal with the flanking pioneers, but the Grenadiers are going to re-engage here. But the T-70 is going to try and roll.
Rifle grenade?
Rifle grenade going to go in. Maxim is going to dodge that just about. No, it doesn't. It gets hit quite big. But the T-70 is going to rush in and force back those pioneers easily.
Meanwhile, conscripts trying to hold mid. Nice Molotov getting the flanking Panzer Grenadiers. Could cost these Panzer Grenadiers, and it does. Not able to provide that flanking opportunity like he hoped.
It's really not looking good for the Axis right now. He's maybe get the Panzerfaust onto. No, he decides to retreat immediately. That Panzer IV can't come out sooner enough. It needs to come out now.
No, absolutely. But even with that thing coming out, we have a tier 3 for the Brits. And we also have tier 3 for the Soviets, so they could absolutely deploy something to counteract that, like an SU-76. Oh, Grenadiers trying to bum rush that T-70, but T-70 just leading it on, getting shot after shot, great hits.
Yeah, good kiting here, make sure he's firing at max range so that the Grenadiers can't get the Panzerfaust in. He's constantly picking away at this squad, even if he doesn't see it, he can just use attack ground. And these Grenadiers are not going to be able to gain control of this fuel point.
No.
And Allies are still going to just surge further into the lead. The victory count almost dropping down to 300 points now for the Axis. Here comes the Panzer IV, right? And we also see a League being built now from the from Artavick. So how much fuel has he got in the bank? He's got about 100. Is he going to check up anytime soon, maybe? Oh yeah, he's running his tech now.
He could at least use it to deny the enemy a chance to push up further, but that's still... That's still going to be a league away before he's able to get armor from it. Maybe some infantry. He could, but we'll see. Molotov once again going off, trying to stop that flank, but alas, this time not the case. Germans are
going straight in against the conscripts and building some cover over here. They're going to have to go down here. He's
not paying attention. Oh, wait.
But he might lose it. He does. Conscript gets wiped.
Good shot.
Nagano.
Much needed
Doesn't
win.
have the munitions.
Instead of going for the Panzerfaust, Fallschirmjägers get the upgrade. Instead, Rakenwerfer trying to direct fire, but Universal Carriers having
Molotov
better
going
luck.
in, flames coming in. This gun slightly out of position here, turns around, Rakenwerfer pull back. AC's rotating over to try and help deal with the Panzer IV. This gun gets another good shot in against the Panzer IV, needs to get repaired. Hey, Axis needed that wipe there.
No, they truly do. They need to go in for a second VP because right now they're almost at half the VP points. They're getting very close. Universal Carrier burning the Volk squads away from mid.
Oh, Nagano not paying attention on the right. He's going to get himself Fausted here. A little bit of sleep there. Could have avoided that.
Unfortunately, they can't commit to go kill it.
Panzer IV is almost repaired.
Another Grenadier squad trying to go in for armor. But again, they're just being kited.
Yeah, good kiting here. Panzer IV going to push in. This gun's pulling back. And this gun's going to be out of position so this Panzer IV can roll up on this house and start taking out. This gun's now going to push back into the fight, but...
Too little, too late. Panzer IV.
Oh, that house.
Taking
Maxim getting wrecked there. Has to pull back. League doing a bit of work there.
Yeah. Wow, the Brits are taking the point right outside the German base. They've pushed up quite far.
That's very risky because he's got a long retreat path and that Panzer IV. He decided to rotate over to the... Oh, Rakenwerfer maybe getting the last shot onto the Bren gun. Oh,
come on! Misses it! Although almost hits the line as well.
Wow.
Oh, Cromwell has been deployed onto the field. And Tier 4 has been made for the Soviets. Very close to getting any sort of armor. T-34 or Su-85.
Oh, found an angle on the Vickers. Vickers is going to have to pull back, so the Axis are going to maybe get a little bit of map patrol on the left-hand side for a little bit. Panzer IV probably should rotate over to the left, I think. Well, there's no armor. Cromwell's now coming out, though. Smashes into a mine, that Volk squad. Cromwell might get another wipe. Shot at it. No, it gets away. Just a nick of time. Still, though, might get wiped and retreat here if the Cromwell gets another shot in.
British trying to focus it.
It's just going to get away. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Panzer IV is focusing on the engineer, but the Zis is just keeping it back. At the bare minimum, at least the Axis have mid now, so they're not hemorrhaging too badly. But now with the British capturing left, the countdown will continue. And not in their favor.
T-70 taking down the machine gun on the right-hand side. It might get a wipe here.
It's very close.
Ooh, almost gets it down.
Meanwhile, large armor push in mid. Cromwell and Armored Car trying to get the shots in. Luckily, Rakenwerfer is right there to cover.
That guy. Oh, this gun's been caught out of position here.
Oh, fine. There we go. Although T-70 coming in to assist.
Might get pushed here. Panzer IV's going to try and go in for the push. Could be nice to get the wipe. Panzer IV needs to focus in. Bit slow to push in with that Panzer IV. And he's not going to get the wipe on it, but he might try and still go for it. This gun is only a 3-man crew, and there's no infantry there to support. But here comes the T-34. That is a 76.
Yeah, it's
We
moving
still
up.
might be getting the wipe here on the anti-tank gun. Very low. LMG focusing it down. Does get the wipe on it.
All
Needs
right.
to retreat back.
But unfortunately with that T-34, it's not exactly a clear-cut walk-in. Stern Pioneers battling it out in mid. Double support gun coming down. Yeah, he went double support gun. Try to push it back to a lot of the support equipment the Allies have. Though we have flares coming down on the MG in mid, along with pushing back the Verkenwerfer. Oh. Cromwell getting
Really?
some kills on left.
Yeah, that Zis gun is not. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to steal that Zis gun. The Axis side is going to get re-picked up back again. Axis are struggling on fuel income. They need to get their fuel outside their base once more.
No, they absolutely
Pushing it down the mid. Anti-tank gun found out. Nothing there to stop it. The anti-tank gun might get decrewed here. Fallschirmjägers are very good at decrewing weapons. They may just get out of there. Yeah, I think they're just going to just about. Oh, nice league shots on the infantry on the left there as well.
I'm just watching the German forces just maneuver around. I'm seeing so many British and Soviet mines. It is very risky for them to push up in a lot of areas. T-34 getting a nice shot on the Pioneers, but Panzer IV coming in to push it back. This gun is, fortunately, has to direct fire because of the brush in the way. Grenadiers coming on the flank, trying to Panzerfaust the T-34, but backing up.
Oh, Fallschirmjägers maybe a little bit overextended. T-70's on the retreat path as well. These Fallschirmjägers might be going down. Raketenwerfer also has to retreat. Is that option?
It's going to allow the arm. Oh,
Panzer
nope.
IV's trying to rush over to assist. Big route in the middle for Brosras. Ooh, nice use of attack ground. Actually does hit that T-70, even though it looked like it hit the ground.
Good hit, good hit. Conscripts, though, coming on in, throwing AT grenades. We got
Oh,
one.
we have Shreks now for Panzer Grenadiers. Both connect against that T-34. That's going to force them back for the moment. Second snare onto the Panzer IV. We'll give it a damage engine. T-34 very low.
Incredibly low. This gun's now at risk. Grenadiers
He's going
push
to try
on
attack
in.
round, long range attack round. Nice attempt there, but not going to get away with it.
At the bare minimum, they got the VP point under their control, so
Oh,
they can stop the
Pioneer
hemorrhage.
gets slaughtered in the middle there and retreat. And then we have also Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks having to retreat past that.
MG coming in to stop the conscripts. They're ouvering though. They're going in two different directions to flank it.
One will get suppressed, but I think maybe the other Grenadiers might be able to save the flank here. He does have Molotovs.
Throws it. Good hit.
Panzer IV repaired.
Panzerwerfer being made. And we have a Panther as well. Meanwhile, we have,
Our capture point. That's
let's
right,
see.
take it.
We got Anvil being developed. And we got this Su-85 being made.
Oh, bet 3 grand going down in mid. Oh, painful loss there.
Armored car advancing on the Panzer IV. Both missing. Panzer IV shot actually takes out the house. But nice Panzerfaust cripples the armored car for the time being. But Cromwell now in mid. Verkenwerfer trying to push it back. Volk squads as well trying to decap that point. Right now, map control is squarely being aced by the Allies. Firmly grasping all the victory points for a good chunk of time and just keeping the Axis back. We're now at 100 points, ladies and gentlemen.
100 points remaining.
We're going to need to see a major turn.
This Vickers is in a bad spot.
Yeah.
It's going to get decrewed here because its infantry, its reinforcements is in a really weird position. We've got Panzer fire coming in on the right. Going to be on the Maxim. Going to pin it for the second. Vickers gets decrewed. It's going to get stolen by the Sturms. Sturms going to pick that up. That's, you know, they need that to try and lock down the VP with.
Here's their carrier trying to stop it. Not happening. Incendiary going out to push the Royal Engineers out. Managed to do so. We got British infantry on the other side. Trying to hit that MG.
He's trying to destroy the mine with the Panther, but he's not having any luck there.
No, he is not. There's just so many mines he can't advance as quick as he wants.
So, you know, this time the Allies have managed to keep their AC and their T-70 alive. And that's given them the edge. Unlike the last time we watched them play in the game that they lost earlier on. Panther going to get immobilized slightly by the AVR, by the AEC.
I don't know what's going on.
There's
an MG that's currently suppressing British infantry. They've been there for at least 20 seconds, just chilling. Now the Zisgun is now using artillery, finally allowing it to be unsuppressed.
Cromwell going to come around for the flank here.
Ooh.
Bounces. It is a Cromwell. After all, it's not a Comet, so it's not going to do too well against a Panther.
No, it's not. For Kenworth, though, moving around, maybe trying to go for its own personal flank. No, it's actually
77 VPs remaining. He knows there's loads of mines over here. He needs to try and sweep them before pushing in. And the AEC's not pulling back. It is now. It's a bit slow.
Conscript stopped the decap in mid.
Yep, that's good play there. Keeping the drain on. Kenworth are trying to get Molotov.
Yeah, good job with that T-70 providing sight for the Soviet forces, allowing them to see what's coming. Right now, Panzer IV trying to come up and knock out that conscript squad from moving on the flank. Universal Carrier trying to, well, I believe was trying to burn out the Verkenwerfer in mid. Fallschirmjägers trying to take that point, but the Universal Carrier is not letting them take it in peace. T-34 being pushed back by Panzer Grenadiers and the MG moving on in.
Churchill Crocodile! Here it comes, coming down the middle of the map.
No,
those Fallschirmjägers can't stay there. They're going to die. There's no way they're going to. Yeah, the Crocodile as well. Gets a good shot in there. Anti-tank gun pens, Crocodile pens. Panther needs to be very careful.
Right now, in every engagement, the Allies just have the upper hand.
How many mines? There's a ridiculous number of mines over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mines all on this southern side here. There's a ridiculous number. But at least that means their flank is secured in case a big wide flank comes. So it's always good to put mines there. And an Su-85 as well. Allies have got really good...
wait, counterattack going on right. Panzer Grenadiers pushing in, getting some good shots on the T-70. They're trying to knock out that AT gun for the Panzer IV and the Stug to move in. There's smoke coming down. They're using, I believe, attack round. Though Crocodile comes in to stop the Panzer IV's advance, trying to blitz away. T-34 as well, trying to stop it. They kill the T-34, but the Panzer IV is also gone. Crocodile moving on the Stug. Panzer Grenadiers pulling back, but right in the path of the Croc.
Oh, these Pioneers! At least one of these Pioneers is going to go down the... He's not turning the Crocodile to get his flame damage on. He could be turning it around the... He never wiped 3 of those squads there. But he gets one at least, though. We have Katusha firing on the mid to get rid of all these support weapons. And maybe even lose a Volk squad and retreat. Very close.
MG needs to get out of there. So low on health. But I think he just needs it to keep it there to stop the British from taking the point. Universal Carrier, they're going to make him pay for it.
Ooh, found an angle on the
wait,
the emergency 2 Raketwerfer.
Panther using attack round along with the Raketwerfer. So close to killing the Cromwell.
Tries to use attack round through the bushes, but you can't shoot through that type of terrain. You can shoot through these bushes, but these ones where they've got all the trees there, you can't. The MG also gets wiped in mid. Panzerwerfer firing on mid, I believe, to try and get rid of their Vickers, capping it. This is a long-range Panzerwerfer barrage. Oh, one of those rounds actually nails the target, but it does get away.
It'll be a while before it comes back up, though. Meanwhile, we have Armored Car trying to put some pressure on the Fallschirmjägers, trying to, I'm assuming, kill their cover. Meanwhile, we have conscripts on the far right, decamping the fuel, along with conscripts pushing back some Grens in open ground.
It's not looking good. Crocodile moving in to try and get rid of the MG that's locking down that fuel point. Sorry, the VP. Panther trying to hold its own over here.
Oh my, the Crocodile and the Universal Carrier burning away the Fallschirmjäger squad. 2 very powerful streams of fire just
take them there. Crom going to try and maybe come around in for another. This time it will get a penetration shot on the rear. And the Panther is pulled back.
Oh, T-70 and T-34 coming up mid. Volk squad very low, gets killed.
Yep.
More mines being set up by Nagano.
Oh, Cromwell gets a nice shot there. Takes down 2 models. It's very low. Has to retreat there. least the Rakettenwerfer's Veterancy 3, but we have a Jagdpanzer out. Let's go Panther Jagdpanzer. What is Artavick serving up for?
I don't know, but
It's not enough. Whatever they bring on. Here we go. And finally kill the. No, he doesn't get it.
it's not
He's
dead
gonna
yet.
He's going to get crushed. Good crush here.
They're trying to
But there we
focus
go.
it.
That was a careless loss though from Isildur's Brain Gun carrier. He didn't need to have it that close there, so he lost that. Crocodile bouncing off the shirt. The Stug missing. Panther
T-34
repaired.
gets it.
Panzerwerfer's coming down on the mid, but he hears it coming, and Nagano. Oh no! He frames on the retreat path. Nice.
Hits the mines
Anticipation
too.
here. And he detonates one of those mines, so that was a good Panzerwerfer barrage.
Yeah, anticipating where the enemy was going, not where he was. Anyway, Stu getting some quick heals. Panther coming on up to try to push back that
Yeah.
Croc. Croc
Oh, he's
being
gonna
hit
go
by
for a
something.
ram, and he's also got the issue 85 there to deliver some nice crucial blows. Main gun destroyed. We have got planes from the Axis, but that's not going to be enough. And that Panther is going to bite the dust. And also the Jagdpanzer goes down the left as well. Brosras throwing both of his key armor pieces, and they throw in the tower. And that is GG. Well played. Isildur, and they definitely pulled out the stops that time. You know, they made sure that they kept their AEC and T70 alive, I think, the entire game. T70 Veterancy 3 with 28 kills. Nagano's AEC, so Isildur's AEC with only 7 kills, but, you know, it's doing, the work, being a nuisance. It helped kill the flat half track there, so, good use there. And, well played. They have won the game, and they win the tournament. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations to both allied players. And again, they come back with an upset. It was 1-0. It wasn't looking great, but then they came back and won both games afterwards. Last game, it was definitely a lot more dicey. This game, it was clear cut. They had dominance throughout almost the entire game with infantry, armor alike. There was almost no instance where I felt like the Artavick or anyone on the other side back or really turned the tide.
If you guys have enjoyed the stream today and you want to show your support, please do follow the channel.
Yes,
And
I'm
you
here.
can also support via subscribing. So, Curry, take it away. What do you want to say to everybody?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As Hans said, this was a pre-tournament for Ultimate Team Tournament 2. More information about the upcoming tournament will be hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And thank you for joining. Thank you for playing. Thank you, Greyshot and Hans, for your wonderful casting. I think it was really well done. And let's see what the future will bring.
Awesome. Thank you again for your kind words, and thank you for once again putting everything together. Everything was seamless, so thank you. All right, and again, thank you guys for watching. This has been Greyshot17. Thanks again, Hans, for allowing me to co-cast with you. This was fantastic, and definitely some great games overall. So again, it was great to not only watch this, but also great to cast with you. You're always an amazing person to cast with, great personality, and just great to work with. So thank you so very much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, it's been a pleasure to cast with you as well, dude. And I hope we can do some more in the future.
Absolutely. But in any case, everyone, enjoy this final battle. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, everyone. Before you guys go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey G240, Streakingwookie, Spartycus, Rifle, Pyroshark, Ollie, JrChicklis, Ion, Ace, Ranger 412, Jakub, Oswy, and GTA. Thank you all for your amazing support, and thanks again to the patrons as well down below. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time.